Moorhead, the guy in charge, took me for a gloating tour round the office. It looked the same as they always do, only emptier, because everyone was out at lunch. Then I settled down with their spreadsheet basher to go find out what kind of system they could afford. His name was Kremer, and he wasn't out at lunch because he was clearly one of those people who see working 9-hour days as worthy of some form of admiration. Personally, I view it as worthy of pity at most. He seemed amiable enough in a curly-haired, irritating sort of way, and within half an hour we'd thrashed out the necessary. I made some calls, arranged to come back in a few days, and spent the rest of the afternoon helping build a hospital in Rwanda. Well, actually, I spent it listening to loud music and catching up on my internet news groups, but I could have done the other had I been so inclined. The internet is one of those things that everyone's heard of without necessarily having any real idea of what it means or how it works. It's actually pretty simple. A while back, a group of universities and government organizations experimented with linking up their computers so they could share resources, send little messages, and play Star Trek games with each other. There was also a military connection, and so the servers were linked in such a way that the system could take a hit somewhere and reroute information accordingly. After a time, this network started to take on a momentum of its own, with everyone from Pentagon heavies to pinwheeling wireheads taking it upon themselves to find new ways of connecting things up and making more information available. Just about every computer on the planet is now connected, and if you've got a modem and a phone line, you can get on there too. What you find almost qualifies as a parallel universe. There are thousands of pieces of software, probably billions of text files by now. You can check the records of the New York Public Library, book a plane flight or a hotel room, download a picture of the far side of Jupiter, and monitor how many cans of Dr. Pepper there are in soda machines in the computer science labs of American universities. Chances are you already have. It all used to be fairly chaotically organized, but now there are systems that span the net as a whole. One of these is the web, of course, which everyone's heard of, the .coms and the wwws, and enter your credit card details here. Another is the newsgroups. The newsgroups are a kind of a hangover from the early days, from before everything became point and click. There are tens of thousands of these groups covering anything from computers to fine art, science fiction to tastelessness, the books of Stephen King to quirky sexual preferences. If it's not outright illegal, out there on the infobahn, people will be yakking about it 24 hours a day every day of the year. Either that or posting images of it. There are paintings and animals, NASA archives and abstract art. And in the alt.binaries.pictures.tasteless group, you can find anything from close-up shots of roadkills to people with acid burns on their faces. Not very nice, but trust me, it's a minority interest. Now that I think of it, there is some illegal stuff, drugs mainly. There's a system by which you can send untraceable and anonymous messages, though I've never bothered to check it out. Basically, the news groups are the internet for the traditionalists. People who want the news as it breaks and who take an obscure pride in doing it the hard way. They're like supercharged mailing lists, discussion forums that stick to the raw data rather than wasting time with layout and glossy graphics and Java applets that play tunes and flip pop-ups at you until you go insane. People read each other's messages and reply, or forward their own pronouncements or questions. Some groups are repositories of computer files, like software or pictures. Others just have text messages. No one, however sad, could hope to keep abreast of all of them, and nor would you want to. I don't give a toss about recent developments in multi-level marketing businesses or the chinchilla farming in America today, and have no interest in reading megabytes of losing burblings about them. So I stick to a tiny subset of the groups that carry stuff I'm interested in.